Welcome to month 3 of Rise, where we are focused on preparing for aligned dating and emotionally safe connection. Our theme is I open my heart from self-trust, not self-abandonment. Welcome to week 9 of Rise, where we are getting ready for some healthy love, baby. We are going to be going over green flags and dating readiness. And before we get into it, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so you can officially become a part of this Rise series. Now, our goals this week is for emotional discernment and affirming, I trust myself to choose. Without further ado, let's get to the vlog. Hey fam, here's our chapter so you can skip to any part of these throughout the video. Enjoy. So now we're going to go over the green flag list. We will be covering these 6 areas: emotional safety, communication, pace and boundaries, self-trust check, emotional maturity, and healthy interest. According to ChatGPT, this is designed to support self-trust, nervous system safety, and emotionally healthy love, especially for women in their 20s recovering from past patterns. So let's get to it. First things first, we have emotional safety. I feel calm, grounded, and regulated after interacting with them. My body feels relaxed, not tight or hyper alert. I don't feel the need to perform, impress, or earn their attention. And my favorite one of all, they respond with curiosity, not defensiveness, when I share my feelings. Communication. This one is huge because the first bullet point, I'm like, wow, I've definitely experienced this before. But here it is. So they communicate consistently, not intensely, and then disappearing. Yeah, we all know a Chad like that. All right, where they hit you up on your DMs and you're talking as if you've known each other for years, and then out of nowhere they just ghost you and they just disappear. And I'm not triggered at all while I'm speaking about this. Their words and actions match over time. They listen without interrupting, fixing, or minimizing. I absolutely cannot stand when a man, especially when you're actually trying to support his opinion, he actually just belittles yours. Bye bye. They can talk about emotions in a simple, non dramatic way. Our third section is pace and boundaries. They respect my pace without pressure or guilt. So, girl, if you're saying, no, I want to take things slow, he's like, no, come on, no, come on. Red flag. Bye, bye. He does not respect your pace or your boundaries if he cannot take a no, not right now, or maybe another time. If he cannot respect that, boy, bye. Okay? They especially do not rush intimacy physically or emotionally. So, girl, if you are not ready to get intimate with him on that level, then he needs to respect that. You don't feel afraid to set boundaries with them, and you don't feel afraid to change your mind. Now for our self-trust check, because that is one thing we are especially doing this week, is strengthening our self-trust. So you can use this as a checkpoint to be like, okay, am I trusting myself in this decision making? Does everything feel right in my body? And really keep yourself in check and in line with your intuition. So the first one being, you don't overthink your past conversations or text messages. You're not like going home and be like, oh, I wish I would have said this, or did I say the right thing? And you're not like second guessing yourself. Like, you trust the flow of it, you trust the pace of it, you trust exactly what you said. You feel more like yourself, not less, not drained. You feel just like yourself. You don't feel like you performed or anything like that. You trust your perception around them, and you're choosing them from fullness, not loneliness. I would write a star next to that one. Now we have emotional maturity. I love this one, especially as a Cancer zodiac woman. Baby boy, if you're not emotionally mature, that's a turn off for me. Emotional maturity, let's talk about it. They can take responsibility for their actions. They can take full ownership without excuses and apologize without excuses. Oh, we love that. That sentence in and of itself is so juicy. Like, yes, You just apologize without making excuses. You can say, I'm sorry I did this because, but. Like, that's so handsome. That is so freaking handsome to me. Anyways, I accept your apology and you're forgiven. They show growth, reflection, and accountability. They don't make you responsible for their actions. Okay. I think we all know someone like this. And yes, even though this is for dating, I have family members like this. I have had friends like this where they try to make you feel sorry for their actions. And you're not going to make up for it. Like, sis, be so for real. Okay. Be so for real. And last but not least, we have our healthy interest. Ooh, so the interest here, it's like when you first meet them, that first week of you guys texting back and forth, it feels normal. It doesn't feel so consuming. They're not love bombing you. They're not blowing you up on every single social media platform, on your stories, your DMs, and then also texting you on top of that. Like, that is love bombing. So if you have a new friend like that or a potential partner, those are red flags, okay? It should feel normal, not consuming. They also allow space for your life, your friendships, and routines. They don't create urgency, scarcity, or fear of loss. Because I have had exes in the past who were like, if you don't love me, I'm gonna end my life. Like, no, they don't. Like, that's so 2000. Okay. No. Okay. Leave him. Bye. Being with them feels steady, not addictive. Let's just take a moment to exhale because I know that was a lot of information. And let's close with this affirmation. I trust myself to choose. I can take my time. What is meant for me will feel safe. Let me know which one of these was your favorite. Comment it below. I want to know, what was your favorite green flag? Which one have you overridden? And what is a green flag of your own that's unique to you? Drop it below. Now it's time for our journal prompts. Go ahead and jot these 3 questions down, and you can either fill them out all in one day or spread them out throughout the week. The first one being, what does your intuition feel like when something is right? The second one being chemistry versus safety. What's the difference for you now? And the third one being, how do you know if you're truly ready? First of all, I just want to say thank you. If you have been rocking with me since day one, I love you. Originally, I wasn't going to document this, but I felt like there's more people out there, whether you're a man or a woman, who has experienced something similar. And maybe you felt like you didn't have a voice. And maybe you were doing the same thing that I was doing and just sweeping it under the rug and moving in your life like it never happened before, yet feeling this void that you just couldn't figure out what it was. And now you know it's the facing it. Even though the stuff that you're healing from is really freaking hard, it's so worth it. And I'm rooting for you to face it and trust that you can hold what comes up and you can break through to the other side. And I just want to acknowledge the private victories and the milestones. I want you to acknowledge the freaking emotional milestones that you are making in this series, because those are fucking huge. Those are huge. And I need you to clap for yourself and be proud of yourself, because those private victories, what you're doing behind closed doors, that inner work that literally a lot of people avoid facing until they're in their 40s. Baby girl, if you're in here and you're also 25 and you're also in your 20s and you're getting and doing all that inner hard work, I'm freaking proud of you, and you should be too, because that is something to celebrate. And I hope you go and buy a cake and make a cheesy post and be like, yeah, I'm celebrating myself and I'm celebrating the fact that I've made progress with healing from my trauma. As silly as that might sound to some other people, that's freaking huge. And that is a real milestone. And I think more people need to celebrate their emotional milestones, okay? Yes, I'm a zodiac Cancer sign, but girl, look, I'm here to remind you that that's huge. All jokes aside, that's huge. In a society where most people, I should say, are not doing the inner work, you're part of the 1% that is. And that's something worth celebrating. So if you're here right now, I need you to go ahead and comment below that you're here. Let me know that you're here. Say, I am here. I am here. Acknowledge yourself for showing up week by week, every single week, tuning in. I know some of you are watching, and don't be shy. Don't be shy. I want to connect with you. I want to celebrate you. I want to praise you for doing the inner work too. Because if no one else is clapping for you, just know that I'm clapping for you. All right. And I'm encouraging you to also get a therapist so your therapist can also clap for you too. And I hope that you are also finding your community outside of this. Maybe that's in a yoga studio, maybe that's in a book club, but I hope you are also making effort to expand that community to feel more supported, because just imagine what your life could look like if you just allowed more people to love and support you. Just imagine how the quality of your life could change by doing that. And I think I'm speaking for myself as I say that, because I think I have felt so alone in this. I felt like I've had to be responsible in doing the inner work alone. I always felt that way. Honestly, I prayed before this Rise series. I've been praying to God. I have been keeping God very, very close to my heart. And I hear God saying, open up your heart, open up that heart, and allow more people to support you and love you. And that is what month 3 is all about. It's opening up our hearts, not from self abandonment, but from self trust, to trust yourself in this chapter. So let's step into this new year, opening up our hearts, making room for some healthier love to enter, whether that's romantically or platonically, because you deserve so much freaking love than what you're allowing right now. So let's let love in 2026 and just make even more progress day by day, week by week. Thank you for being here. Hello, Rise fam. So we have officially hit 1 month in therapy with BetterHelp. Shout out to my therapist for helping me honestly make huge strides this past month, especially stepping into 2026. I have already experienced so many milestones. So I just felt like hopping on here and just encouraging anybody who is following this Rise series. If that is something you have not done, it was part of week 1, just researching, at least start researching for a therapist, whether it's through BetterHelp like I'm doing. They have really good, affordable plans. And you might even be able to approve for a financial aid where it like lowers the price for you. It's so freaking convenient. I just got out of a session right now and I'm at a cafe. So it really felt like I was just sitting down having coffee with my therapist, who's actually in a whole different state. I'm really grateful for her because she's honestly challenged me to stretch myself, especially when it comes to this healing. I told her about Rise. I told her about the whole healing from sexual trauma. She's encouraged me. She's honestly helped me to heal some of my relationships, especially with my dad. And like now, my dad is one of my, or he always has been, just like my biggest supporter, especially with the whole facing this stuff. I just thought I'd hop in here and encourage anyone to do therapy. If you haven't, if you're going to make any sort of goals for 2026 and you're following this Rise series, I hope that you make therapy a part of that, because it honestly genuinely does help you grow, help you learn more about yourself, help you face your stuff, help you feel less alone, and help you feel supported. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Go ahead and comment below what practices will you be doing this week. And don't forget to hit share with your friends or family that you would like to do this Rise series with. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.